And that one makes it 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Here's Hurts to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Back to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They'll look to throw again. Now Hurts is going to do it himself, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
McCarthy operating from the gun. And he rifles one incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Back to throw. McCarthy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him.
And now it's blocked. The Eagles have got it. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will make it into the end zone. He's in for 2 points. And how about that for a turnaround prior to halftime? Boy, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown in protection that led to the block.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. This one complete down the field to Goddard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's good for an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the
They'll throw now on the final play. Now Hurts is going to do it, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Big Lion. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Ready?
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards there on the scramble and a first down.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs. Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Open man is Naylor. He's got it.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that will pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Now Jones.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. McCarthy over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
60 by 6, 60 by 6. 18, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Check go.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Vikings take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
Well, Well, this is where it pays to have a quarterback you can trust with the ball in his hands. Normally you want him throwing, or at least trying to make this an option. But here, this is a straight run, a QB draw, and he reads things perfectly and takes it into the end zone.
But now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they want it now, enforce the penalty to the 1. But if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it up 5?
Just move it up to the 10.
Right, move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
Extra point right down the middle. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hurts with a quick throw, complete.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
What a big 4th quarter fumble recovery a moment ago, and now they are set up with a chance to take the lead.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Up the middle, Jones. And he stopped immediately there. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And they do finally get him at the 12. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Important extra point up and through, and that will make this a 4-point game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away.
return man showing it here.
And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Not a bad game there, and it's okay to still run the football in this situation, but you got to be careful to not take too much time off the clock.
Here's 2nd down.
They'll look to throw.
Pass complete. Goddard.
And that absolutely cannot happen. Just a gain of a yard in this situation, you've got to get chunks of yardage. Otherwise, the defense, very happy with what you're doing.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down.
Back to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
He's back to throw.
He finds him again, Saquon Barkley.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Hey, 73, 73. King, Phil King. Hey.
Back to throw.
Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Panther 11, Panther 11. Hey, smash Bronco. Check Bobcat, check Bobcat. Check go.
He'll look to throw.
Able to find Jones. And he'll get out of bounds to stop the clock as he picks up maybe 8, and that's all.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Stephanie. Lightning 18. Hey, check that. Street. Go, Chap. Check smash.
Now McCarthy. Open man downfield. It's Naylor.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts,
36 yards.
as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Oh, what a play. You got to use one of those timeouts.
Got it. Ready?
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
Ready? 70 Timberwolf. Hurt, hurt. Go.
Throwing is McCarthy.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go, Reed, go.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
19 lock, 19 Tiger, 9 street.
McCarthy going to throw again.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Extra point splits the uprights. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Oh, a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Open man right. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just